Very good. So through the week, you messaging people. How many people have you reached out to? I forgot to put.
Wow, I don't know, but I do know that one did respond to me today,
Okay,
and I
hold on,
did.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait, wait.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry. I'm
don't
sorry.
know.
I'm sorry.
You don't know how
I'm
many.
not. I'm not. No, I have it. I have it written down, but I don't have the total number like right here in front of me.
Okay, how many are you doing on a daily basis?
Well, between I try to do at least between 6 and 15. And
Okay,
the reason why I said six, sometimes if it gets overwhelming for me, I may stop and go back to it. But I haven't done my 20 yet. I have been going back and I haven't passed that 15 yet.
okay, okay. So again, what I recommend is on what's been working for me is hitting the weekend.
Yes.
On the weekend, um, I would I get my names on the weekend. So and then I would designate a time. It takes probably maybe 2 hours for me to reach out to individuals. To reach out to individuals, excuse me, reach out to individuals, and and it makes it go a lot easier once you have your names in place of who you want to reach out to. You got to
Yes.
try to develop a system. You have to increase your numbers. I started increasing my numbers today. Um,
Hmm.
I increasing my numbers today, so I do, especially on the days that I'm off. So I do 2 hours in the morning, and now I'm doing 2 hours in the evening, so I can increase my numbers. I have a guy who is getting started, and it's with the people. It's this business is funny because um, people are different. It's a people business,
Yes.
and when you understand that it's not necessarily always you, it's more time to people, and that's why you have to reach out to a lot of people. I'm saying this because I reached out to a guy. I'm trying to think, where did I meet this guy at? I don't even know. Anyway, I don't even know. He was Facebook, or it could have been a lead, or I don't even remember. But anyway, he watched the information. He liked what he saw. He'll be getting started this week. Um, he'll be getting started this week. But I told him in the meantime, while he's getting whatever he needs to get together, we need to talk to some people, put together a list. So he put together a list on Sunday night. He put me on the phone. He had me scheduled to talk to two people. We ended up talking to one. That person is going to be getting started as well. So
Good.
he's going to come in as an EVP, and then we're going to get that person going. Somebody for him when he gets started on Thursday, or well, both of these guys work two jobs, you know. So they're looking for something. So if you're looking for characteristics in people, you want to look for people that work hard, that's working two jobs, that has credibility. Not necessarily say, you working two jobs, you'd be a good candidate, but just somebody that works hard,
Right. Right.
but has good credibility with people. Um, Somebody that might have a sales background, teaching background, just little things that you look for. But anyway, so again, it's just reaching out to people constantly, up your numbers, look for ways to increase your numbers, um, and you don't have to just do it Monday through Friday. If you have time on the weekends, do it as well. Just go all out. You got to create momentum. You got to create some momentum and get some things going as quickly as possible. You got to get a fish on the hook. Um, so I have, let's see, I have a guy that, let me see if I can share my screen with you real quick. Anyway, I have another guy that I'm dealing with right now. And let's see here if I can pull up our conversation. He's right here, just to show you that people are out here looking, and just want to continue to reiterate that. Can y'all see my screen okay? Can y'all see my screen okay?
Yes.
Yes, I see it. I muted myself.
Okay. Thank you. So this guy right here, I'm working with now. We're moving along kind of slow, which is fine because I'm talking to a lot of people. But reached out to him, and I said, "You seem like a pretty sharp brother. I normally don't do this, but I thought I would step out on the limb. I'm a recruiter with a financial education company. Blah blah blah. Don't know if you keep your options open at all. What's this? Do you at all keep your options open in terms of earning additional income outside of what you're currently doing?" He says, "I'm not married. I'm a single father." I don't know why people miss that. But he says, "I'm not married. I'm a single father of 3. I'm a steel mechanic in PA. I'm always looking for better opportunities to get my family where they need to be." I said, "Wow, we definitely need to chat. My hat is off to you, man. My company teaches a financial strategy called income shifting. And what I do is I bring it to the marketplace. However, what I like to do is send you over a quick 5-minute video." He said, "That sounds great. I'm trying my best to provide for 3 kids. And if this is legit, I will forever be in your debt." So seems like a pretty good prospect. We've been moving along kind of slow, but he's moving right along through my process. Again, it's not you, it's the person. If they're hungry, they're going to come along through your process. Okay. So send him the Ashley the Classy. I think a day went by, and I said, "You like what you hear or no?" He said, "Sorry, yes, I do. Me and my daughter are finally about to go home. I don't know what that means," but I said, "Hey, that's good to hear. I pray all is well." And then I'm sending them over the we're working out sending over the presentation. So we're just moving along kind of slow, but just want to show you that there are people out there that are looking. I'm gonna have conversation after conversation in here where people are responding. I'm not having people make it through to the other end yet, even though I'm reaching out to a lot of people. But again, I do understand that it is the cold market as well. So you just want to keep marketing. People are out there. The thing is that you want to be ready for when somebody does say yes, that you're ready to do what I'm doing, and that's build through them. And that's the thing. You want to wait till you get that one person who is in, and you better be ready to take them to the next level. And that's why I will continue to stress, and I will never stop stressing, build your business. Build your business. If you were on the call with Mr. Stokes the other day, he keeps saying, build you a business. I'm looking for leaders. And I'm not sure why people don't catch on to what he's saying, and that's fine. Just continue to open the way for us to come right on through. But he keeps trying to tell everybody, build a business. However, it's hard to turn that mindset around from people because they're so focused on, I got to sell the product, I got to sell the product, I got to sell the product. Even his leaders, even the leaders, the Infinities, I'm looking at them and what they're posting. They're all about, I've got to sell the product, I got to sell the product, but they're not building a business. So get your mindset on building your business or you'll never have leverage. I'm not sure if you're here to make a $30 sale or a $20 sale or a $50 sale, but you'll never build leverage that you came here to build if your focus is on, I gotta sell the product. Okay, the product is going to sell itself if you build distribution. Okay, McDonald's doesn't have a problem selling cheeseburgers. Waffle House doesn't have a problem selling more steaks than Outback Steakhouse because they have more distribution set up. Okay, McDonald's sells more chicken than the Colonel because they have more outlets in place. All right, distribution. Your mindset has to be on distribution. So definitely want to keep that in mind. Now, any questions on that? What's up, everybody? I see Ms. Erica joined the call, Ms. Sheila, Mr. Terrence. Anybody got anything they're going through this week? Anything they want to share? Anybody got new teammates? Anybody got anything going on? Any questions?
I have new teammates.
All right, all right.
The young lady that I just brought in, she had bought in one, which made her EVP.
All
but
right.
this week she bought in 2 more. So
wow. Wow. What that mean, Miss Sheila?
I'm getting close.
Come on, Miss Sheila.
uh, I'm waiting for it to appear in my back office. You know, it takes like 2 days now, so
Yeah.
I figure it'll appear tomorrow. So I'll look and see what my numbers are.
All right. All right. She is on the bubble to hit EVP gold. That's awesome, yeah. That's awesome. Congratulations. Good stuff. See, the power of building a business, you know, the power of building a business. And bringing aboard people that obviously this lady has credibility. So she's able to bring people aboard and she's doing her thing. And some people will come aboard and do their own thing. And that's fine. Our responsibility is to be successful, so successful that they will want to follow us. They will want to come and even though they have the skills to do what they're doing, you want to be building your business so big that what you're doing will be they'll want to come and chase you down and say, I got to do what you're doing, whatever it is. I have the goods, obviously. I now need to know how to build it big like you're building. So awesome. Congratulations. Anybody else or anything? I hear something else out there. Somebody vacuuming or something. Hello?
Maybe.
Terrence, you saying something?
I said, no, maybe that was my background, but no, just congratulations to Sheila. Good work.
All right. That's awesome.
Thank you, Terrence.
That's awesome. Cool. All right. All right. So, again, so today is presentation. Did anybody get a chance to listen to that Myron Golden track that I put in there besides Miss Bonetta?
I did.
Okay. Let's share a few takeaways that you got out of that. Did you learn anything out of there? That's one of my most favorite tracks when I first started.
Those are all the things that you have been talking to us about, and a couple other things that we've heard before. Don't send negative comments down, and I know we were talking, of course, a lot about that in your book that your wife was sharing, but just negativity altogether, just talking about it. You don't realize sometimes that you're talking and you're talking to the wrong people. You got to talk to the company or talking to the person above, not to the people that are underneath you, because they take that thing on. And so that was one of the things. Don't interrupt your upline on a three-way call.
Right.
And right. To always give more prominence to your upline versus edifying your prospect. So those were three.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Before I elaborate, anybody else?
And Andre,
for me, I say, go ahead.
No, baby, you go ahead, because I had my turn. Go ahead, honey.
Go ahead, Miss Erica.
Okay, for me, the one I think that spoke to me the most, and I know you've told me about this before, was the number 11 that said, when he said, look for, we make the mistake of looking for needers instead of leaders.
Right.
And I could hear your voice when he said that, because I am in the habit of trying to get the people who I know need this to get it instead of looking for leaders.
Right.
So that one spoke to me. And then the SWSWSWN. That one spoke to me a lot.
Right. Awesome. Good stuff. I'll touch on that too. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Miss Bonetta.
Yes, and something else I was thinking about when he was talking about the people that you're looking for. You have to, in other words, prepare yourself. Say, for instance, if I want a leader, I have to be a leader in order to gain a leader. So that spoke to me also, because I know I need to up my leadership skills and go forth.
Right. That's awesome. Elevating the prospect above the your upline is huge. You definitely want to make sure, I mean, none of us do that, but you want to make sure you teach your new teammates how to do that as well when doing a three-way call, because they don't know any better. You want to make sure you do that. You teach them. I had a teammate do that because he put a principal of a school on the phone with me, and this principal had his doctorate degree and everything, and I was like, okay, go ahead and introduce me, and then he introduced me to her, and then introduced me to her, vice versa. And he just was like, she has all these degrees, Andre. She's doing this. She's doing great. Nah, 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 nah. And then I want you to meet Andre. He's training me in the business. I'm like, all right, good job. Now, how I'm gonna dig myself out of this hole. And that person literally had the mindset was like, what do you got? What? He just told you who I am and what I do. So it was like, okay, so that bomb. So I had to go back in there and train him again. So definitely make sure you teach your new teammates that you're having them get on the phone with you doing three-way calls. Interrupt. I did a three-way call yesterday with the new guy that's getting started with us, and he put me on. He's just getting started, and we've already gotten somebody that's coming aboard as well. So we immediately started, getting him, start building him a team right away. And so I hadn't even had a chance to train him. So we're on the phone, and I'm talking to the prospect, and he's excited, naturally excited, and the prospect starts saying something, and I go to respond, and he jumps in and starts talking, and I'm like, so when we're talking about leadership, just don't be afraid to say, I got it. Oh, hold on 1 second. I got it. So, and then go ahead and take over that conversation. And the reason why you want to do that is because your teammate is going to get so excited that they'll start bringing up objections or bringing up other things that the prospect didn't even think about, and mess up all the work that you have done. And then again, like Myron Golden said, if you're the expert, then now the teammate is talking over you, then that makes it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. So that takes the edification away from you. So those are definite huge points you want to keep in mind, because it's coming. It's definitely coming if you plan on building a team. So.
And you know what, Andre?
Yes, ma'am.
And he said the same thing you said. At one time you was talking about this. He said he just hung up.
Yeah.
And you said the same thing. He said you only have one chance to do that.
Right.
And it's not going to happen again.
Right. I've done that before too. I got it from him. It's fun.
But if you already told someone initially how to act on the call, they should know that.
Right. So. Yeah. Yeah. I think I had to do it with Miss Rolanda one time too, when I was training her. But yeah, I mean, it teaches the new teammate, but to make sure they just respect that, because let them know your time is going to come. Your time is going to come where you're going to have that opportunity to do that. So just keep those things in mind. Just keep those things in mind. And then, like Miss Erica said, keep that in mind. SW, some will, some won't. So what next? The key to this business is your ability to handle rejection, and know what you have, and know that you are bringing gold to the table. A lot of times, if this is a high self-esteem business. So you have to have high self-esteem and belief in yourself when building this business, because people who come from backgrounds of just working a job, they're going to put it down. They're going to say it's a pyramid, it's a scam, it's one of those things, I ain't for me, and you got to be able to help them to understand, help them to see that what they're doing is not wrong. It's just not the ideal situation if you want freedom. Okay, it's not necessarily wrong, it's just not the ideal situation for a person who wants freedom. Okay, so if you've seen the cash flow quadrant, I saw this the other day. You have the E, the S, the employee, the self-employed on the left side. You have the B and the I, the business owner and the investor, on the right side. Well, I saw a training the other day where a guy said 60% of the people in America are on the E side, okay? 30% are on the S side, so that's 90%. He said 4% of the people are on the business owner side and 1% are in the investor side, okay? So you have 90% of the people that you're going to be talking to are on the left side. You are building a business that's going to eventually put you on the right-hand side, okay, as an investor, and the 4%. So you have to realize you're talking to a 60%er, and they're going to respond like a 60%er, like they're an employee. So you have to help them to see. I learned something the other day about working for finances versus working for financial freedom. So I start to explain that to my prospects on the phone. And they say, oh, is this a pyramid? First of all, pyramid is illegal. Second of all, you've been trained as an employee. Okay, so you've been trained to work for finances. How's that going for you? Oh, it's horrible. Exactly. So you don't want to do that all your life, do you? No, I don't. Well, what we teach over here in my econ is we teach you how to stop working for finances and transition through income shifting on how to have and how to start working for financial freedom or financial independence. Only 4% of people in America are on that side. So it's going to take us to help you to transition from that mindset, because if we shift your mindset, we can shift your income. Does that make sense to you? Yes. So when you say pyramid, you're saying that from an employee mindset, a 60%er mindset, because you've never owned a business that pays you money without you being there, have you? No, I haven't. So I want you to understand that that's the mindset that you're approaching this at. Does that make sense? Yes, great. Will you allow us to help you to income shift, but first shift your mindset from that side to this side? If we can do that for you, would you be open to allow us to help you to do that so you can have work for financial freedom versus continue to work all your life for finances? Yeah, absolutely. Great. Would you be using a Visa or a MasterCard to get started? All right. So you got to help people see what it is that they're doing and the mindset that they have. If they can get there, right? If they can allow you to get there, you can have that conversation with them. But this is value that you're bringing to the presentation, to your follow-up. Your follow-up has to be packed with value in order for that person to sign up. So the problem that I'm having with the Facebook, reaching out to people on Facebook every day, is that they're not even getting to the conversation because their mindset is so stuck in the 60% that they watch the peek and pass video, they watch the presentation, they don't even get to the presentation hardly before they disappear. Okay, so again, that's why I don't take it offensive. It doesn't bother me. I just make sure I'm just making my contacts and doing other methods of prospecting to keep my pipeline full. Okay, so don't let that frustrate you. Any questions on that?
No, good stuff.
Yes, I concur, Terrence. Yeah. But that video that you told us to watch was really good. That was really good.
Which one was that?
I saw myself. No, I'm talking about the Myron Golden, because I saw myself.
Right. Oh yeah, good stuff. Cool. So what I wanted to do tonight is, as we're going through our system prospecting, last week we did peek and pass. Tonight we want to do presentation. So the presentation that we're currently using right now is, I don't know if everybody was on the call with Mr. Stokes the other day, but there's been anybody got any questions? I'll put it that way. Anybody got any questions concerning the call that Mr. Stokes did last Wednesday? As far as the compensation plan, as far as the cost to get started, or what? There's been some changes. Did anybody not understand that? All right. Well, how much does it cost to get started? Let me ask that question. Does anybody know?
According to what I heard $49.95.
Same for me.
Okay. And when does that start? Anybody know?
The 20th of July, next this Saturday coming.
Perfect. All right. And so we've also got a few pay raises as well. as far as the personal production. And once a person has been around long enough, once four, so let's say you sign up 4 people this month, and if those 4 people pay their fee next month, their membership fee, then you'll receive $50 when they get started per person when they sign up, and then you also receive $100 on the back end when they pay their membership fee as well. Okay. Does everybody understand that? Okay.
The way you said it made it sound a little clearer. I heard what Mr. Stokes said, and I was just confused. I said, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Okay.
But the way you just said it, it sounds better. You said if 4 people sign up,
right,
you'll get, yeah, I heard you. Mm-hmm.
Right. So every time, so what he's doing, everybody, is that the reason why the changes are in the comp plan is because there's been a lot of people trying to, I would say, that would be a bad choice of word, people who try to just make all the upfront commissions and not holding good business. So in order for my econ to stay in business, we need good business to stay on the books. Mr. Stokes has a lot of money to pay out, but you have people who just trying to make all the money up front and can care less if the business falls off the books. Okay. And they try to, what that will do is that can bankrupt a company because they're paying all this money up front, but no business is staying on the books. All right. So what he's doing is he's safeguarding the company by figuring out how we can get people paid up front through personal production and then give you money on the back end after that business stays on the books. Okay. So he's trying to accommodate that because of what others have done. So I know it's been frustrating to some people. It's not frustrating to me at all because I see the business from the owner standpoint, from Mr. Stokes' point of view. So frustrating for other people because they see themselves as an employee or as a distributor. They see themselves as an agent in the business. So that it's frustrating. Oh, you changing the comp plan. Oh, you got something going on. Okay, because you're coming in trying to be a self-employed worker bee. Wrong mindset. This business, I've always seen this business as building a residual income machine. Okay, the extra money, the overrides, that extra stuff, that's great. But I came here to build a strong residual income base of 200 grand a month so that you can walk away drinking out of coconut income. So we've always kept that focus. So no matter what he did with the comp plan, one thing, if you haven't noticed, that the residual has never changed. The only thing that's changed was the time frame that we get it now. So, which is even better. So if you keep that focus and think like a business owner and see what's going on, keep your nose clean and and your head down and build your business, we're gonna march right up on the stage in June of 2020, and everybody's mouth gonna be wide open, wondering how did you do what you done did. All right. So very, very excited about that. Okay, presentation. So we're using the presentation. The Brian Bean presentation. That's on the youngwealthbuilders.weebly website, and it's the 40-minute presentation that we've always done. I haven't changed it. It's an older presentation that Brian Bean's done. We're still talking about 4950, so it's perfect. So use that. Anybody having any challenges with follow-ups or getting people to watch the presentation or anything like that that you want to discuss or role play real quick?
I actually wanted to ask you about when you're contacting cold leads. Mm-hmm. I know the dialogue that you use for the most part, but when we're talking about massive action, like I know you're trying to get through to each one their codes. Like I even tried, to do me 20 yesterday. But you have a dialogue that you're using where you don't have to change as much information as you go to each prospect.
Yes, all my dialogue is copy and paste. All my dialogue.
What that is specifically, because I've changed mine once or twice, trying to upgrade it, make it a little bit better, listening to you. But I'd rather just right now see exactly what it is you're sending.
Yeah, all my dialogue is copy and paste. One of the things I have been considering doing, Terrence, is especially with dealing with people on Facebook, is dropping the. I haven't done it yet, but I consider dropping the peek and pass just to get the information to them and get back, because I've been people watch the peek and pass and they don't get back, and then we don't get past that. So I'm looking at just going straight to the presentation and then seeing what kind of results I get from that. So
Okay.
Keep that in mind. Let me see here. Let's pull up a conversation.
My name is written on it.
Well, Jeter did.
All right, okay.
Sorry.
So anyway, yeah. So what I do is on my phone, I have a notes section, and I write out my dialogue, and I just keep it, and I copy and paste it every time. So what I do is, this is my initial message to them. Hey, my name's Andre. We don't know each other besides being on Facebook. You seem like a pretty sharp brother. I normally don't do this, but I thought I would step out on a limb. I'm an executive recruiter with a financial education company. I'm in charge of a major expansion across the country. I don't know if you're married to your current source of income. I don't even know if you would even qualify for what I do. Do you keep your options open? I just copy and paste that. Only thing I have to change in this part is the name, unless I'm talking to a female. But most of my, I'm in the men's group that I'm doing this right now. So the only thing I change is the name. So I'll copy and paste that. Yes, always open for an opportunity. Boom, boom. So then I say, yep, my company teaches a financial strategy called income shifting. I'll copy and paste this. What I do is I bring it to the marketplace. However, what I like to do is send you a short 5-minute video of what we teach. If you like what you see, we can chat. I can get more information over to you. How does that sound? I do that so I can get a response. I'm soliciting a response to make sure that he's talking back and forth with me. Okay. Okay. That doesn't sound bad. Boom. Then I send my peek and pass. This is all copy and paste. I go right on my phone. It's already set. Here's a quick video. If you like what you hear, let me know if you want more information. We can go from there. Okay. So I do that with everybody. But they don't answer me about, this guy, I think it was about 2 or 3 days. He never responded. I fire him. Thanks for your time. It's not really a fire. I know y'all think I'm being rude. I fire him. No, it always pulls them right out the closet. They're just sitting in the closet. Oh, I forgot. I'll listen to it when I get home. Every time I do that, they come back. This particular guy, that's all he said. I haven't heard from him since. So
that's perfect. So yeah, if that's great, I want you to send me that if possible via Messenger, and I want to try to use exactly what you're using for a while.
All right. So yeah, so that's what I do. Same thing. Boom. So you see the same. This is a different guy. Same format. Send them that. I'll check it out. Send them peek and pass. It's all the same. Like what you hear? No. Oh yeah, I'm still watching. More information. This guy actually got on the phone. We did a follow-up. Didn't go too well. So he's just doing research, but got through. So again, I'm just sending the same thing over and over. I don't want to be, doing all kind of typing and messaging people if I don't have to, trying to have a conversation, going back and forth, answering all these questions and stuff like that. Here's another conversation, same thing. Here's my pitch. Yep, my company teaches financial strategy. I bring it to the marketplace. How does that sound? If I see your 7-minute video, how does that sound? Great. I wait for that response. I got to get my response to know that we tracking. I send them my peek and pass. If I don't hear from them, I hit them with the, do you like what you hear? No. You know, that kind of draws them out of the closet a little bit. Yes, I do. Sorry, I didn't respond. Boom. Now I'm going over to my presentation. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm seeing your entire presentation. It explains everything in detail. It's 40 minutes short. Very powerful. Normally at this point, I would chat with you on the phone and introduce myself before I give you information, but I think I can trust you. And then I would like to, I'm just using psychology right there. I think I can trust you, trying to, you know, bring them a little closer with me. And then I would like to follow back up with you maybe Monday or Tuesday after you had a chance to watch everything so we can discuss it in more detail on the phone. Does that work for you? You know, I'll wait for a response. Absolutely does, bam. So that's it, you know. Run them through some presentation. Just do that same thing over and over and over again. Like I said, I'm thinking about, I did that yesterday with the new guy that I was talking to. I had him just, I went straight. The peek and pass actually is just something to take the heat off, especially a new teammate or a person that's new that really can't explain in detail what we do. But if you can do it over the phone and explain it to them and be comfortable, you can skip the peek and pass. That can be a peek and pass, and you can send them straight to the presentation, since tonight we're talking about presentation. So you just want to make sure you let them know it is 40 minutes long, and I like to follow back up with you within 24 hours. How soon can you watch it so we can follow back up? You know, so really keep those things in mind. But when you have a new teammate, you want to teach them this system so that it takes the heat off of them. You know, when they're talking to a person, they say, "Hey, I got somebody I want to show. Someone want to show you, share with you. Somebody I want you to meet. It's about money. If I sent you over a quick video, would you go up and check it out?" That's all a new person has to say, and it makes it so easy for them. They just send over the peek and pass. "Oh man, I like that. That was awesome. Let Brian Bean go to work." Then they say, "Great. If I sent you over a presentation, it's 40 minutes long. Then we can get back on the phone. Blah 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 blah." You know, and it makes it the system so easy. And you let the new teammate know this is all we do. I send you over a quick video, because most people are thinking when you do your follow-up with them, they're thinking, I can't do that. That's just hard. I can't talk all that stuff. I don't know all that stuff. And then you just remind them, what did I do for you? Didn't I send you a quick 7-minute video? Yeah. Did you watch it? Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Do you think you can text a video to somebody? Yeah, I can do that. Right. Okay. Well, then after that, you think you can text them over a presentation? I can do that too. Then you think you can get me on the phone and them on the phone and do a 3-way call and then sit, be quiet and let me talk and finish it out for you? Yeah, you can do that too. Yes, that's all we do. And we do that over and over and over again, and we teach that to our teammates. And then you're building duplication, you're building your team. You can do that, can't you? Absolutely, right. So if you can do that, then you can have success in this business. Only, you say, what's the catch? Here's the catch. People lie, people cry, people don't do what they say they're going to do. And they say no. If you can handle that, you can be successful in this business. You know, so really, really keep, those are closes that you're going to have to use when talking with prospects. All right. Any questions? Any questions?
I have two.
Yes, ma'am.
One, can you put that in the group, the dialogue that you have through Messenger?
Okay.
And two, I don't know if I missed it when you were going through the slides, but are you announcing in the presentation before you schedule a follow-up?
Let me see. What I have, this is what I did with this guy right here. Well, I'll show you what I did with this. Yeah, I did this guy right here. This is what I do. Let me see here. So I said, okay. So I said, that's good. I pray all is well. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you over an entire presentation. It explains everything in detail. It's 40 minutes short, very, very powerful. And then I would like to follow back up with you maybe Monday or Tuesday after you had a chance to watch everything, and we can discuss it in more detail on the phone. Does that work for you? Okay. And then he says, yes. He says, absolutely does. I'm going back to work tonight. And if I get off around 4, I'll watch it in between then and now. All right. So then what I did is I sent him the presentation. Okay. Reason why I didn't schedule a specific time with him and some of my Facebook people is because I'm just going to follow back. I said I'm going to follow back up. I'm talking to so many people. So as I follow back up with him, I didn't even get his phone number. Okay. So the reason why I didn't do that is because talking to so many people, and most of them are not really adding up to really anything. So I'll just follow back up with them and see if we have a basis for even talking. And if so, then I'll have them give them the phone number and we jump on the phone. Because the Facebook leads haven't really been, amounting really to anything. So I'm just trying to see how I can really maneuver to get them going by not getting all involved and running them away. Okay. So with this particular person, he's been talking with me back and forth. We got a little bond going. So again, like we've been talking 2 or 3 days at a time apart because he's got stuff going on, as do I. So it's a little, I'm just saying we've been in the rules a little bit here, dealing with Facebook people. That's what I've been doing. Because this is how I feel. If they're interested, they like what they see, they're going to move on to the next step with me. They're going to send me their phone number. If you're going to talk to me, you're going to talk to me. And that's how it's going to go. So that's how I've been working with people on Facebook. Okay. Now with my leads come in, my WUFU leads, they already have the phone number attached to it. I'm just tired of trying to strong arm people on Facebook because they're really, really flaky and they flake out like crazy. So I don't really have time to be chasing them back and forth like that if I don't have to. Does that answer your question?
It does.
Okay. Yeah. But again, do the system. I would do the system. Once you have the system down, just like anything, once you have it down pat, then you're able to do variations that best suits that situation. That's what I'm doing. So if you're Michael, I'm not Michael Jordan, but if you're Michael Jordan, you master the fundamentals of the game, and then you start doing all this other crazy stuff to score your buckets. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm doing. So I know if I wanted to get the phone number, I can get the phone number. If I'm not trying to get the phone number, if I'm trying to see if I can get this person to at least just follow through these little steps, then at the end right here, when I follow back up with him on tomorrow, and I say, hey, did you get a chance to watch the information? He's going to say yes. I'm going to say, do we have a basis for talking or not? I'll show you how that went down with this guy here. Let me see, where did that go? Good question, though. But in the meantime, I will stay on the, okay, this guy right here. So, all right, did the same thing with this guy. I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you our entire presentation. It explains everything in detail. It's 40 minutes short, very powerful. I said, normally at this point, I would chat with you on the phone to introduce myself before I give out the information, but I think I can trust you, okay? And then what I like to do is follow back up with you maybe this weekend after you had a chance to watch everything, and we can discuss it in more detail on the phone. Does that work for you? He said, yeah, sounds like a plan. I said, what day would be good for me to follow back up with you, Saturday afternoon or Sunday evening? He said, Saturday works. I said, perfect. I'm going to reach back out to you around 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon to see if we have a basis for even discussing it further. What I mean by that is we're going to exchange phone numbers and jump on the phone, okay? He says, all right. So 2 o'clock came, 1:40. I messaged him. I said, good afternoon, Julius. Is 2 p.m. still good for you for us to talk? He no response. Okay. And then he responded around 3 o'clock and said, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, we missed 2 o'clock, big fella. Did you even watch the information? He said, yeah. I don't like the fact that they're asking for money for a membership. I said, hey, that's cool. I understand that. That membership has cash flowed me and several of my teammates over $100,000. Would you like to chat via phone to get your questions answered and gain a better perspective on what it sounds like you are about to miss out on. Because when you talk about don't like the fact that you're asking for money for membership, that conversation is going south. Okay. He said, yeah, that's fine. Boom. He sent me his phone number. So I don't have a problem getting a phone number. Then I wasn't even able to talk at that time. I said, I'm not able to talk to you right now. Let's do a 7:30. Give you a quick call at that time. How's that sound? He said, yeah, that's fine. So we talked. He wanted to do some research. He wanted to think about it, all that stuff. So I sent him a video, and I'll follow back up with him in a couple of days or whatnot, see where we at. But yeah. Cool.
Good.
All right. So again, just play with it a little bit. So basically what I'm saying is if you get to the point where you see people are disappearing when you ask for the phone number, then I say, okay, let me slow this down a little bit. Let me send you over the information. Let's schedule time to follow back up, and then we can decide if we even have a basis for even talking or not. That just takes a little bit of pressure off of them, because we know the information is good. If they have the right mindset, they're going to see it. If it's good, then they'll get back with me, and we'll have a basis for talking. If not, I'm on to my next person. Some won't, some will, some won't. So what next? So that's all I did right there. Especially again coming from a cold market, asking them for their number. People, act silly sometimes. All right. So here's what I wanted to show you real quick before we go. Something vitally important. Let me ask a question. Before I do this. We teach income shifting. We teach strategies concerning minimizing taxes, eliminating debt. To really master those strategies, you definitely want to go by acurrytraining.com. Mr. Curry does a training every week on the strategies. You want to go by there to master those strategies. We focus here on building the business and basically cash, asset, cash, working strategies, all the same. However, if you're going to build a business, you need to know how to build a business. So I want to ask the question, what are you utilizing? What are you utilizing to learn how to build a business? What programs, what courses, what books, what audios, what are you doing right now to learn, or what have you done to learn how to build this network marketing business model?
I am in a couple courses. I'm in an income shifting course or challenge or course, 30-day with Clarissa Pace. I'm also in credit repair, of course. And then I have also been listening to income shifting videos by Brian Bean. And that's it for right now.
Okay, good. Now, Ms. Pace, she's teaching income shifting, or she's teaching building a business, or what?
She is teaching a mixture of both. Okay. She really does teach a lot of the accounting side. So she's always in the books on getting your budget, getting your other thing. And I really need some of that. That's the reason why I stick a lot with her, because she gives out free information, and I need that free information on taxes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know she has a tax business, so perfect. Awesome. Good stuff. Anybody else?
I'm currently engaged in reading Mastery, and that's a good book. Just trying to get the fundamentals out of the mindset is, for me, is really where everything kind of evolves, discipline, things like that. So I, I struggle in certain areas that I'm still trying to figure out. So I engage myself in a lot of self-improvement and making sure that I stick to the goals that we kind of set or that I've already set, just to make sure that I get them. So I work on myself a lot and try to practice, building habits that's going to, last very long for me.
Okay. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Um, Mastery. You say you study mastery. Is that you just saying mastery in general? Or?
No, it's a book. That's Robert Greene, I believe, that wrote that. Mastery, 48 Laws.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anybody else? All right. All right.
Yes, Andre. Basically, I was doing what the group is doing, the books that you told us to read, listening to different videos, and also listen to Brian Bean. So far, that's what I've been doing so far.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
And also, what Terrence was saying, I do not have a book, but I have been doing some things internally, getting myself together also.
Right. Okay. Good.
Real quick, Andre. Also, I did resonate with T. Harv Eker.
Mm-hmm.
That information you sent out. So I'm actually trying to incorporate that as well. So, opening up a few more accounts. I still got some goals as well. But yeah, all of that I believe pertains to the ultimate goal.
Right. Speed wealth.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I just wanted to share because I don't want you to miss. I don't want you to miss on building of the business. I always compare. I compare our business, or I compare church to, or my spiritual walk to everything that I do, and one of the things is that you find people from a church standpoint, they'll go to church and they'll study they'll read the Bible at church, but they don't pick it up at home. So one of the things is, when it comes to building your business, you can't just rely on a training. You have to study this thing. This is an opportunity. You have to realize what you have your hands on. And you have to realize that you have the ability to create, I don't care if it's 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 100,000 a month, 200,000 a month, residual income coming in without you having to work for it. This is what you have your opportunity to be a part of. What number I gave you, a 5%er. 5% of people in America never reached it. I mean, 95% of people in America don't reach this. So you have to take this very, 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 very serious of what you're doing right now, because you're building an asset that will set you free so that you can have money coming in month after month. We just got paid a residual check. Our residual check increased, I think, almost $200 this month for us, and continue to increase. So you got to know that's automatic drinking out of coconut income. My dream is to sit out in front of my house. We're gonna buy a bench and sit in front of it put a stand and some lemonade and sit out there at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning underneath our big shade tree and watch as people get up and go to work in the morning. That's my dream. It's coming soon. Okay, but that's what residual income. And then the best thing about it is you want the people, your next door neighbors, to call the cops on you to say they ain't working. Their property is increasing, their vehicles are getting better, but ain't nobody working. They doing something illegal over there, right? That's how you know you done made it. Okay. So, okay, let's see what he said. All right. So that was my prospect, the one I just got through sharing with you. He just messaged me, said, I just got off work. I'm getting ready to watch the information up. So, but know that what you have your hands on, you got to take this thing serious. We all have, the second thing, we all have different personalities, okay? We all have different personalities when it comes to building and doing things. So I try to share, my personality or what I'm learning, and give you the framework. And I definitely want you to put your personality into it, because you can only be you and I can only be me. But one of the things that I do is I'm an avid reader, and I'm constantly learning how to build this business. Build it. I'm learning it from people that have built huge organizations, whether it be Brian Bean, whether it be Mr. Stokes, whoever has information out there. I'm sucking it in, and then I take what I've learned from it, and I'm applying it to my life. The thing that I'm learning how to become better at is sitting my butt down and mastering it, like Terrence said, gaining mastery of it, before I go on into something else. But I just want to show you real quick give you some of the books and stuff out there that I read, that I have read, that I'm reading and currently reading. And sometimes we talked about before the seeds that we sow. Sometimes we're not ready for it, but as long as we can go back to it, it's available for us, because when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I'm gonna share with you just some of the books in my library. You can write some of the stuff down. Another thing is this business is your ability to talk. You gotta be able to talk. I always say two things. This business is having somebody to talk to, okay, and knowing what to say. So that's what I work on a daily basis. Today I spent about an hour and a half practice, drilling, and rehearsing becoming a master recruiter, okay? I practice, drilling, and rehearsing that, and then I spend another 2 hours reaching out to people. So when I get a prospect in, I'm learning what to say to them, and what's happening is I'm closing that gap. Here's my goal. My goal is to recruit 15 people in a month. Bring aboard a person, help that person bring aboard a person. Like Mr. Stokes says, taproot. The only way to do that is that you got to know how to talk this business. You got to know how to close. You got to know how to bring a person aboard and help them go on to the next. Bring the next person in. Show them success. Once you get that, it's game. What do you say? It's going to be a breeze, right? It's going to be game over, right? So that's what I'm working on, closing that gap. My ratio of how many people I need to talk to before I bring a person on, right? Saying the right things, asking the right questions, right? Handling their concerns. So I'm just going to give you a quick taste now, and that's what we're going to be working on, and we are working on over the next 12 months. So I really need you, if you're serious about this, I really need you to plug in and focus, because I promise you, you're going to see a change in my business. And I'm saying that because I'm leading from the front. So I'm just going to give you some of the books. Here's one right here. It's called Empire, Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers. The most complete blueprint to building a massive network marketing business, okay? Building an Empire. All right, let me give you another one. There's another one called okay, Quantum Leap by Tony Coleman Brown. I haven't even read this one yet. It's just in my library right now. But you can write that one down. It's called Quantum Leap. These are Kindle books, by the way. You can probably find them on Amazon and order them if you don't read on Kindle. I'll give you another guy. And the main thing is I want to be great at the system that Brian Bean has given us. Prospect, peek and pass, present, plug in, promote, okay? Prospect, I want to be great. You got to be a great prospector. Be great at prospecting. When you're talking to people, you meet new people, you don't have to get their phone number, just practice. Asking them questions. What kind of work you do? How long you been doing that? What do you like most about what you do? What do you hate about it? If you can change anything, what would you change? Okay, you don't have to prospect them and get their phone number. Just start practicing getting good at talking to people. All right. What do you like most? Well, how long you been doing that? You like that, really? Oh man, how'd you get into that? Oh, okay. You know, learn how to become great at asking questions, become a great listener. Here's another one: How to Build a Multi-Level Money Machine. Randy Gage. Okay, teaches you every aspect of the business: prospecting, asking questions, right? Peeking and pass, getting the information. He teaches you the system. Okay, how to present, teaches you how to present, teaches you everything. Okay, there's another good book. Ray Higdon. Got a lot of his books right here. And I'm just letting you know that while we're studying all the other things, if you're going to build a business, you should be trying to figure out how to build a business. You should be studying on how to build the business. Okay. So if you type in Ray Higdon, he's got a few books out there in the marketplace. Not only mindset is good, is very good. I was talking about that with my wife today. Mindset is very good, but you also need to know how to build the business. All right. How to talk, what to say, how to emotionally move people. Okay. Let me give you a couple of other books too that I use. This one's been very, very helpful to me right here. Network Marketing Phone Scripts, Powerful MLM Network Marketing Prospect Control and Closing Lines. Okay. I get these books and I go through them. I write down the questions. I put them on 3x5 cards. I read them as often as I can. Start getting at changing my language, increasing my ability to talk and ask questions. Getting better and better at it every day. Let's see here. I love scripts. Okay. Answering questions and handling objections. This book is called MLM Scripts, Answering Questions and Handling Objections. Just getting a better way to present to people. My focus is, how can I make this seem clear to people? How can I get our message clear to people so that they can see what it is that we're doing? If you listen to Brian Bean, why do everybody love him so much? Because his message is clear. He paints a picture. Okay. Mr. Stokes makes $100,000 a month because his message is clear. He's a great motivator. Okay. He hits those emotions. Here's another one. The A.L. Williams Way. There you go, big fella. Okay. This guy is a billionaire, but one of the biggest companies in network marketing. Okay. Let me give you another one. Any questions? This book right here called Only Suckers Buy Leads by Mike Dillard. How to create a nonstop flow of super interested and ready to buy prospects. Okay. Mike Dillard, if you're not familiar with him, he's in the social media space. He's known for generating a lot of leads and how to get people to how to attract people. And he started off attraction marketing, some of the things in attraction marketing. So he also wrote another book, see if I have it in here, called Magnetic Sponsoring, right down here. Okay, very good book. I think I shared it with everybody a while back. Very good book. So all I'm saying is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself a lot. I have a lot. Let's see if I make sure I got everything. For the most part, yeah. So invest in yourself, invest in your knowledge, invest in building. If you plan on building a business, you better figure out what bricks you need to build that business. Okay. What you focus on longest is what's going to be strongest in your life. If you don't see your residual growing, if you don't see your business growing, if you don't see your leaders popping on your organization, because that's not what you're focusing on right now. Okay. So if you want to build a business, then you want to start studying that stuff and be serious about it. Get serious about it. So whatever you're focusing on, that's what's going to be strongest. Okay. So if it's not congruent with what it is that you want, you're going to have to make that shift. Okay. Make that shift. So constantly listen and grow, but keep going that way. Keep going that. Any questions? Okay. For those that were on the call last week, we went over a game plan for compensation, and I said that I will put together I showed my game plan that I follow to build a $200,000 a month income over the next 2 years, and I'm on track. I'm on track because I just getting started. So I'm in the create momentum stage. So I did go back and put together a game plan for those who wanted to make $20,000 a month using that same format. So I ran out of time to go over that tonight, so I won't hold you any longer. But I might either do a video on it or we'll just tackle it next week. So, any questions? Anything? Congratulations again to Miss Sheila on her new teammates, and be the first to congratulate her for hitting EVP gold. If you're not there yet, I know you're mighty close.
I'm close, but I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Bust through the line, bust through the tape, and then hit that mile mark, and then head on to platinum. Keep in mind, you want to build a business, and you want to build your business, and it's for everybody. You want to build your business based upon your model of building EVP goals. Okay, you want to have a team that can produce, because just as sure as you can get the title, you'll hit the title, but you won't have the people there, and you don't have a business. So I don't want anybody to fake themselves out. I'm not a platinum. I'm not an infinity until I have a business that's pumping the business. You gotta have business. You can't just have people in place. You want to have a business that actually have people that's producing, so that you can one day walk away and enjoy life with your family. Okay, that's all I'm here for. Freedom. Okay, so really keep that in mind as you're building your business. Develop a model that's going to allow you to produce EVP goals. Okay, I'm bringing this guy in this week. I already got another guy for him. I'm going to tell him right now, my goal is to show him who you want on your team. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce him to our personal financial success system. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to my goal is to put 20 people on your team in the next 30 days. That's what I'm telling them. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But I tell everybody that I bring aboard, and that's the focus. That's my new focus. Put 20 people on your team right away. And you continue that through each person, tap rooting through each person. Build them a team. Build teams. That's what we're here for. That's what Mr. Stokes is paying us for, to build teams. Okay? Build teams. All right? That's what my econ is paying us for, to build teams. All right, any questions, y'all? Anything? Where we go?
Great.
All right. I will say you can do it. You can do it. It's not easy. If it was easy, then everybody would be doing it. But I will say you have what it takes. You have what it takes. I do want to end with this. If you got to go ahead and go. But I do want to end with this. We need our focus over these next 12 months is we got to become masters at building and recruiting. Okay, we got to become masters at building distribution. I said last week, R plus D equals P. Recruits plus distribution equals promotions. Okay, so we got to become masters at recruiting. So I'm 3 weeks in to mastering recruiting. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop in the group the information that I'm using right now, the clothes that I'm using right now. The way to recruit a person is to empower them. Okay. The way to recruit a person is to empower them, because most people are afraid that they cannot do it. So we have to empower them to show them that they can do it. All right. So I'll tell you the first one that I've been working on right now, and then I'm going to put that in the group for you to learn. I need you learning this with me. We all become master recruiters over the next 60, 90, 120 days, over the next 12 months. I promise you on everything that I love, that you won't be able to recognize your business when you got to do the work though. And that's the difference. You got to put in the work. It's boring, it's tedious, but it's productive. Okay. So my first thing I'm working on is I let a person know after 60, do you think that over the next 60 to 90 days, I already said this before, Ms. Sheila, a couple weeks ago, you think I can teach you how to do what I just did here today? Ms. Sheila said, yes. I said, well, great. It's a done deal. People like you, Ms. Sheila, that have the kind of credibility that you have a beautiful family, I'm sure. You're a professional, you're independent, you're doing very well in life already. People like you are exactly the kind of people that do unbelievable in our business, because people like to do business with people that they can trust, people that they like, and people that they admire, and that's you. You totally personify that 100%. That's why I'm excited to be on the phone with you, because with what I know about how to build this business, with the type of person that you are, and the type of credibility that you have, we're going to tear this business up. We're going to have nothing but success, and I'm going to help you to reach all your goals. I'm going to show you how to build this business step by step. Are you ready to get started? I just empowered her, okay? I just edified her, and now she is pumped up. She's excited. She's ready to go. Okay, so I know you say, wow, that's a lot. Okay, well, it was a lot when I had to learn it too. Okay, but again, if you want to make $200,000 a month, $20,000 a month, you're gonna have to be worth every penny of it. And I've been avoiding it for years. I'll say it myself, but it's time. I'm tired of losing. Okay, I'm tired of not living up to my potential and doing what I know to do. And so, if you want to run with me. If you don't, like my man say, hide in the bushes and watch. But we're going to the top, y'all. This company is wide open and is looking for leaders, and you are that leader. You are a part of the greatest team that ever joined my econ. And it's time for us to take this thing to the hill. So that's all I got. Any questions before we go? Comments, concerns? Good stuff? Horrible stuff?
No, that was great, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. It was great.
My pleasure. My pleasure. We're going to do it. I'm telling you, we got to talk to people that way. We got to let them know that they can do it.
Are you going to send us that empowering script, or do we just wait till the video come out and just copy it ourselves?
No, I have it typed up already. I'll get it over to you. Yeah, I have it typed up already. I'll get it over to you. I'll put it in the group. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Let's go get them. Let's go get them. We need another EVP Gold.
Congratulations, children.
Let's go, y'all.
Good night. Yeah, let's go.
We need another EVP Gold. Terrence. Miss Erica's already EVP Gold. She needs to go platinum.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Bonetta, let's go EVP Gold.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.